So what is email marketing? Email marketing at its core is pretty straightforward. It's the use of email messages sent to a list of subscribers to advertise or promote brands, products, offers, events, or pretty much anything you want. What is email marketing? Now that core definition of email marketing at its core is pretty straightforward. But email marketing has come a long way in recent years, and there's actually a list of subscribers to advertise. We'll be discussing those advances later in this guide. But first, let's go over why you need email marketing. What is email marketing? Now that core need for email marketing is one of those things you just definition of email marketing because the numbers are just pretty straightforward. Email marketing has come a long way. According to a report by DMA, the average is actually a list of email marketing these days. We'll be discussing those advances later in this guide. But first, let's go over why 90% of business professionals report growth in customer acquisition and retention resulting from email marketing. What is email marketing? There's nothing else for email marketing is not even social media definition marketing because the numbers are just pretty straightforward. Email marketing has come a long way in email list than they are to engage with your business on Facebook. And if you thought social media and search engines were the key to growing your business, we'll be discussing those advances later in this guide. But first, let's go over why professional consumers have repeatedly insisted that they customer acquisition and retention resulting from email marketing. What is email marketing? 70% of leads for email marketing is not even social media definition marketing because the numbers are just straightforward. Marketing has they want to receive your marketing emails more often than they are to engage with your business on Facebook and data. And if you thought social media and search engines were the key to growing your business, but first, let's go over why you get started. So as you've probably guessed, robust email marketing operations can't exactly be run from your personal email account. You need an actual email marketing platform, commonly called an autoresponder service. These platforms handle a wide range of email marketing processes, from basic things like initial autoresponder sequences and weekly newsletter scheduling, to more advanced stuff like automation workflows, which we'll discuss later. Popular platforms that can handle most of these functions include GetResponse, Aweber, ActiveCampaign, Constant Contact, iContact, Campaign Monitor, MailChimp, SendReach, SendLane, ConvertKit, SendGrid, Vertical Response, Market Hero, Infusionsoft, and Ontraport. And that's just most of the more popular ones. As you can see, there are a ton of email marketing platforms out there for you to choose from. You should dedicate a day or two to researching each one, comparing features and pricing, and determining which one is best for your business. Once you've chosen an autoresponder service, it's time to start thinking about email marketing strategies. There are a number of ways to leverage email marketing for your business. These range from super basic to super advanced, and everything in between. Let's start by differentiating between the two main types of email marketing messages. First up, newsletters. Newsletters are one of the oldest types of marketing models, both in the case of print mail and email. Basically, you send out broadcasts to your list in real time to notify them of offers, promotions, events, and any kind of updates. By real time, we mean specific dates on a calendar rather than X number of days after subscribing. Newsletters are great because they provide a lot of flexibility, can be planned well in advance, and allow you to adjust your marketing and customer relationships on the fly based on what's going on in your industry at any given moment. Also, their real-time nature means everyone on your list is on the same page at any given time, which is great for moving large amounts of traffic at once. Next, there's autoresponder sequences. Autoresponder sequences are a predetermined series of emails that each new subscriber to your list gets after signing up. Where newsletters are great for producing massive effect at one time, autoresponders are great for easily ensuring every subscriber gets exposed to the same things in the same order. This means regardless of real dates on a calendar, you can ensure that each lead gets the same message on the same numbered day in relation to when they subscribed. Bob, Ricky, and Sue will each get your top 3 tools for driving traffic promo email 4 days after they join your list, regardless of when each of them joined. If you have a handful of products that you want to ensure get offered to all your subscribers after they opt into your list, then an autoresponder sequence is the way to accomplish that. Want to sequentially market 60 days worth of affiliate products to each subscriber who joins your list and make sales on autopilot while you relax on the beach? Then a 60-day autoresponder sequence is the ticket. Welcome sequences, indoctrination sequences, webinar follow-ups, whitelisting instructions. These are all things you'd use autoresponder messages for. And then, of course, the most basic function of an autoresponder message, would be lead magnet delivery. Even if you don't use it for anything else in your marketing, you'll need it at least for that initial interaction in which you deliver the free report or whatever you use to get the subscriber on the list. Now let's talk about combining them. Ideally, a solid email marketing strategy will use a combination of newsletters and autoresponder sequences. At a minimum, you should have one robust welcome sequence in which you familiarize your subscriber with your brand. Instruct them to whitelist your email address and follow you on social, share your most popular helpful content, and anything else you think would help your business and your subscribers. Ideally, after that, you'd put them through at least a few cross-selling emails in which you introduce them to some of your own products or some affiliate offers. For example, a What We Use series might be a good way to help them by showcasing the tools you use in your business and earn some commissions at the same time if they decide to try those tools too. Once your autoresponder sequences are done, then it makes sense to drop your subscribers into a general pool of contacts who will simply receive your real-time newsletters from that point on. Now let's talk about frequency. A lot can be said about email marketing frequency. It's an area that divides marketers quite a bit. Generally, there are two opposing schools of thought, plus a sort of middle ground position. Firstly, there's the churn and burn approach. This strategy basically means you mail your list very aggressively at least daily, possibly several times a day, promoting affiliate products, usually current product launches, focusing on hard pitches, and using things like scarcity tactics to get as many sales as possible. There's no question this will get you sales, but it can also kill your brand image, and it's almost guaranteed to wear down your list quickly. The other approach is to mail less than daily, maybe even just 1 or 2 times per week, and to ensure you're not always selling something, but instead making it a point to send out useful, free content regularly. This would help set your brand apart and increase goodwill, but there's just one problem. Nobody will notice your brand. We're living in a time where everyone is bombarded day and night with promo emails. If you're mailing so infrequently, there's a good chance you'll get lost in the ocean of competitor emails and not get noticed at all. Then there's the middle ground. The middle ground approach acknowledges, on the one hand, that churn and burn is basically brand suicide. On the other hand, it also acknowledges that the once or twice a week approach will leave you largely unnoticed, possibly completely forgotten, and doesn't generate much revenue. The middle ground, then, is to mail once daily on average, with some exceptions being made sparingly for genuinely important scarcity-type events or promotions that might require 2 emails in one day. These mailings, however, should not all be sales promotions. A reasonable mix of hard sales, free useful content, and a hybrid useful content with a subtle soft sales pitch should be used. Ultimately, the appropriate frequency for mailing will depend a lot on your industry and your audience, but keep that general middle ground principle in mind when determining the right mailing plan for your business. Next, let's talk about upselling and cross-selling. Probably one of the most obvious and financially rewarding aspects of email marketing is upselling or cross-selling. Typically, upselling means immediately offering a relevant product or service after the purchase of another product. The keywords there are immediate and relevant. In the digital world, this usually happens automatically as a buyer of a front-end product is then immediately forwarded to the next product in a sales funnel. But this can also be accomplished via email marketing by simply reminding buyers of the upsell and re-inviting them to buy it if they hadn't already. This means you'd want to set up your post-purchase autoresponder sequence, typically part of your welcome sequence, to include at least one email with a link to that upsell, along with a restatement of the reasons that person should purchase it. Cross-selling, on the other hand, can happen at any time later in the customer relationship, and does not need to involve products that are directly relevant, although some level of relevance would likely help. An example of cross-selling might be as follows. A customer or client purchases your CRM software. After 2 or 3 months of enjoying the software and maintaining a positive relationship with your business, you then invite them to look at your support desk software, or your project management software. The offer happened later in the relationship, and it was not directly relevant to CRM. Well, the support desk one was a little bit related, but you get the idea. Now let's talk about affiliate marketing. It's important to note that although upselling and cross-selling typically bring to mind your own products, that doesn't have to be the case. You can just as easily promote other businesses' offers and get paid affiliate commissions for the referrals. In fact, the majority of email marketers in the internet marketing niche do this almost exclusively. If you are a business with only 1 or 2 products of your own to offer, then affiliate marketing is likely the best way to make email marketing profitable for you. You can either approach other businesses or individuals directly for affiliate agreements, or you can use one of the many networks or marketplaces out there that are specifically designed to facilitate these relationships in a somewhat automated fashion. For digital products, for example, you might simply browse marketplaces like JVZoo, ClickBank, or Warrior Plus, and request an affiliate link for any offers you think might be useful for your customers. For physical goods, you might have a look at a network like Commission Junction. or even major online giants like Amazon.com or Walmart.com. The key with affiliate marketing is to ensure the products are genuinely useful for your customers and to pitch them in a way that does not seem spammy. Now let's talk about advanced strategies. In recent years, email marketing has grown more complex and advanced. While you can still choose to focus only on the basic approaches revealed above, you may want to consider some of the more recent developments like automation. Email marketing automation refers not simply to using an autoresponder sequence, but using a series of tools, triggers, integrations, and if this then that or IFTTT rules to create complex marketing processes and workflows that adapt themselves automatically to individual customers. This means you can create a workflow that not only sends a series of welcome or indoctrination messages to a new lead, but also automatically resends each message if the lead has not opened them after a certain period of time. You can then send leads through completely different automated sequences based on the actions they took or failed to take. Did they click a link but not buy a product? Send them a message literally asking why they clicked but didn't buy and restating some of the product benefits or offering a discount. Did they attend a webinar but leave before the halfway point? Send a follow-up acknowledging that they left and offering a link to a replay. All of this would be done automatically by an automation system, which most, if not all, major autoresponder platforms offer these days. Some further advanced developments have been added to or incorporated into the recent automation trend. Scoring is a method by which your email platform applies a point value to certain actions, such as opening, clicking, or buying, contributing to an overall score designed to give you a quick idea of how engaged or valuable a subscriber is. Tagging is another development and allows you a way of segmenting or distinguishing subscribers based on their behavior. For example, the tag attended webinar could be applied to webinar attendees. This then allows you to take actions towards only specific groups who have been tagged with a certain tag. Both tagging and scoring can be incorporated into your automation workflows. For example, an automation could be created in which anyone tagged as a webinar attendee would be sent a promotional sequence offering products related to the topic covered in the webinar. And anyone who hasn't opened your last 10 emails and therefore drops below a certain scoring threshold could automatically be sent into a re-engagement sequence designed to get them opening your emails again. Finally, the ability of most automation platforms to utilize tracking pixels, as in the did they buy example above, as well as to integrate with other services, as in the webinar abandoner example above, makes the possibilities with email automation nearly endless. Now that you have an idea of how to shape your email marketing strategy, you want to ensure every message you send is optimized to the max. Once you've established a strategy and are ready to begin email marketing, you're going to want to ensure you optimize all your email campaigns as much as possible to maximize your ROI. The first step is getting people to open your emails, and that starts with the subject line. Subject lines are absolutely critical. They're basically the bottleneck of all your email marketing success. You need to convince people whose inboxes are full of promotional emails that yours is worth opening. And you've only got around 70 characters to do it. And now, by the way, that's not a hard limit. It just happens to be the case that most people don't go past 70 characters. The other thing to consider is that a lot of people view their email on tablets and phones, so the visible characters are even fewer in those cases. Now, there's several different styles of subject lines to use. We'll discuss a handful of popular ones here. After that, there's the shock subject line, which mentions one noteworthy or shocking detail like, the president invited these affiliate marketers to the White House. Seriously. And finally, there's the scarcity approach, which makes a person fearful of losing out, such as, warning, discount ends in 30 minutes. Don't pay full price tomorrow. Now let's talk about timing. The timing of your emails can be incredibly important to open rates. Contrary to popular belief, there are no secret, perfect times to send emails that a group of gurus somewhere knows about but keeps to themselves. As cliché as the phrase, "it depends" may sound, it truly and genuinely does depend on your list. Where are they? Is the email one that you can expect them to open at work? In other words, is it a business-to-consumer email, or if you're doing B2B sales, are they a business owner or head of a relevant office who can and will open your email anytime during the workday? Is this a business-to-consumer relationship? Then your email would not be considered work email, and therefore you might want to email either early in the morning, during lunch, or in the evening after the workday. Same goes for days of the week. Are you targeting retail shoppers? Then the end of the week, Thursday or Friday, might be the right time to announce a major weekend sale. At the end of the day, you'll need to pay close attention to what times seem to produce the best results for your list and adjust accordingly. This will require some testing and analysis on your part. Now let's talk about personalization. Personalization can be incredibly effective in email marketing. It can be used in both subject lines and email bodies. In the case of subject lines, the use of a person's name has been shown to boost open rates by around 30%. Personalization can also obviously be used in the body of your message, and particularly when used in the salutation, can help encourage your readers to keep on reading further. Personalization doesn't have to stop at a person's name, however. Any data you collect via an opt-in form, including location, age, gender, birthdays, relationship status, and so on, can be utilized to personalize an email. Now let's move on to body styles. There are 1,001 ways to write your message body. The styles we'll discuss here happen to mirror the subject line styles we discussed earlier. There's the story approach, in which you engage your readers and keep them reading to see how it ends. There's the shock style, which introduces one shocking factor and entices the reader to click to find out more. The blind style is similar in that it claims something compelling, but it doesn't need to be shocking per se. And it also tends to not reveal any significant factors, except for results, causing the reader to want to learn the tool or solution that led to those results. The fear and scarcity style bodies tend to be short and sweet, emphasizing the "you're about to miss out" message. Finally, there are the full, long-form pre-sell style message bodies. This is where you're simply doing the necessary selling of a product idea before the reader even clicks the link to the offer. In this style, you typically touch on all the standard sales techniques, especially pain, problem, solution, benefit, call to action, and so on. Finally, let's move on to click-through rate optimization. There are several tactics that can be used to optimize your CTR. The first has to do with link placement. Placing your link in a few different parts of your email body, such as between paragraphs, at the end, and again in the PS, can be very useful. However, depending on your audience, it might come off as overly aggressive, and too many links may even trigger some spam filters. So always proceed with caution, test, and analyze your results to see if that third or fourth hyperlink corresponded to a higher unsubscribe or bounce rate. Other useful elements that can help are hyperlinked images, GIFs, and video-looking images with play buttons on top of them. Make sure there's really a video on the other end, obviously. Also, actual visual CTA buttons rather than just textual links might boost your CTR as well. And finally, countdown timers that can actually be embedded inside of your emails have become recently popular as well. So, as we've seen, there are countless factors that can affect your open rates and your CTR. The effect of each of these is completely dependent on your audience, and it's critical to understand that many of the tactics that sound like a great idea and might work well with one audience severely impact your ability to get in the inbox and avoid the spam filter. It can also cause you to get on the bad side of your autoresponder service, which can often mean having your account shut down and losing access to your list. For that reason, it's imperative that you pay close attention to all of these list maintenance techniques. First up, let's talk about lead quality. The very first step in maintaining a healthy list is ensuring your leads are high quality to begin with. Studies have shown that up to 30% of contact info entered into opt-in forms is bogus. Furthermore, it's generally accepted that most people who do put a real email address in don't put their best one in. Most people have a secondary email address that they don't check regularly, and they use it exclusively for collecting lead magnets and promotional stuff. To maintain a healthy list and good email marketing stats, it's important that you try to make your leads as high quality as possible. One way to do this is to use confirmed opt-in, also sometimes called double opt-in. This way, people have to click a confirm your request for information link in an initial email prior to being added to your list and getting the lead magnet they were promised. This helps ensure you're getting real email addresses and that your subscribers will be less likely to forget that they indeed opted into your list. However, although this solves the problem of fake emails, it doesn't quite solve the problem of secondary or low-quality email addresses. And this also reduces the overall amount of leads added to your list, although most would argue the lead quality is worth the smaller number of leads. One further approach to ensure your email addresses are high quality is to simply avoid traditional opt-in forms altogether. Various solutions exist for acquiring high-quality contact data without relying on blank form fields. Facebook lead ads and Twitter lead cards are good ways to capture quality names and emails associated with people's social media accounts. Even better, tools like Mobile Opt-in and Warlord Mobile Leads allow you to capture the name and email associated with a person's smartphone email account. Finally, building a buyer's list with a low-priced tripwire offer, in which contact info is derived from the transaction data, is also an effective way to ensure your lead's contact info is legitimate and high quality. Now let's talk about segmentation. An excellent way to maintain a healthy and happy list is to segment your subscribers. It's always likely that you have people in multiple niches, industries, and walks of life on your list. To help make sure your subscribers are only getting promotions that are relevant to them, it's a good idea to segment. For example, in the IM niche, you might have e-commerce store owners who sell physical goods as well as affiliate marketers who operate exclusively in the digital market space. There's a good chance that multiple emails about things like affiliate marketing secrets or private label rights products and make money online opportunities would probably annoy the e-commerce store owners enough to mark your emails as spam, complain, or unsubscribe. This hurts your list health and deliverability. If at all possible, you should try to segment your list at the very beginning by having certain form fields that identify industries at the time of the opt-in, or by sending out surveys and so on later on. Now let's move on to list hygiene. Trimming the fat and maintaining a lean, clean, and gauged list can do wonders for your deliverability. The easiest and most hands-free way to do this is to ensure it is super easy for your subscribers to unsubscribe. If someone doesn't want to be on your list, then you shouldn't want them there either. Ensure that you have a clear and visible unsubscribe option in the header or the footer of your emails. This ensures you don't have a bunch of resentful people on your list who ignore your emails, which also hurts deliverability, and reduces the amount of people who feel the need to complain or hit the spam button, which, big surprise, also hurts deliverability. Another, more manual way to clean your list is to get rid of disengaged followers yourself. If you have certain subscribers who haven't opened any of your emails in the last few months, delete them. Or at least start them on a re-engagement campaign where you try to get them opening your emails and reintroduced to your brand. If you're using an advanced feature like scoring, then you can automatically have a subscriber who falls below a certain score be removed from your list. This will increase your open rate percentage and improve the overall health of your list. So, you've learned enough here to get your email marketing campaigns off the ground and be a step ahead of the competition. But it doesn't mean anything if you end up not taking action. That's why it's critical that you start implementing the battle plan below right away. Step 1, test, compare, and choose an autoresponder that works for your business. Step 2, sit down and brainstorm or research a list of products and services that you can either offer yourself or promote as an affiliate with email marketing. Step 3, draft up an email marketing plan consisting of autoresponder sequences, newsletter broadcasts, and any advanced features like automation and so on if you feel comfortable with them. Step 4, once your email marketing apparatus is up and running, start implementing and testing various subject and body styles in order to optimize your campaign performance. Step 5, develop a monthly hygiene plan for keeping your list healthy and well maintained.